5 tips to make your wedding family formals fast and easy. Tip number 1. It is important to remember that there is no pressure to include anybody that you're not comfortable with. Remember to put your wants and your needs as a priority during your wedding day. After all, you are the guest of honor. Tip number 2, consider doing a first look, since this will give you time for family photos before your ceremony and it will let you enjoy your cocktail hour. If you're unsure whether or not you want a first look, go ahead and check out my video below called Should I Do a First Look? Tip number 3, communication before wedding. Once your timeline is set, it is a great idea to email or call those involved in family formals. Let them know the time and location of the photos to ensure that everyone is aware and ready. Please remind your family that we're sticking to a timeline, so it is important that they're on time at the right location. Let them know that if they're late, they might miss their photo. I also recommend my couples being okay with moving forward if a family member isn't present, since candidates will be taken throughout the event. But please discuss this with your photographer. Tip number 4. A great tip is to schedule your family photos right after the ceremony so that everyone is gathered and seated. The officiant can then announce that those in family formals should stay seated and await for instructions. While I recommend this, I understand that your officiant may not be able to stay much longer after the ceremony. If that's the case, please let your photographer know so that other arrangements can be made for your certificate signing. Tip number 5. I recommend providing your photographer with a list of specific names for each photo. This helps everybody hear their name and ensures that things can move forward quickly. Avoid broad labels such as parents, grandparents, uncles, since these don't give clear directions. Instead, include the names for each group to keep things organized and efficient. Tip number 6. My last tip is to assign someone to find any missing family members. While we hope reminders will keep everyone on track, it's helpful to have someone who knows all of the faces and names in case someone gets distracted. Choose someone who is quick on their feet and preferably not in heels. Often, the best man or a close family member works. So I hope that these tips were helpful when working on your wedding family formals. And make sure to check my video below so that you can decide who to include on your family formals. Happy planning, and I hope that this was helpful. Bye!